From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. After playing as an instrumental duo for over 10 years, DeKalb band Coach recently added vocals and bass into their unique blend of math rock and punk. Join us this hour as we hear Coach with a performance recorded live, and I'll sit down for a talk with members of the band.
We've added more grooves with being able to use drums and bass together, and adding the vocals on top of that just makes it seem more of like a normal band.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't miss our interview with Coach and live recordings from them coming up on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and our guest this week is Coach from right here in DeKalb. They're back in Studio A this week with new music and a new lineup. We'll talk with the band about adding bass and vocals to their sound for the first time after playing as an instrumental duo for over 10 years. We'll hear from that interview later on, but let's start off with one of those new ones from Coach. This is Coyote, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A, and you just heard Coach playing live here in the studio.
Yeah, what's up? Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Let's start off right away talking about some of the changes with the band here since the last time we saw you guys. So for the longest time, you guys were a two-piece band started by Christian here on guitar and Kelsey on drums, and you guys played solely instrumental music for a long time. So we've got some big changes here today with another member and now adding vocals to the band.
Yeah, for sure. Me and Kelsey we're kind of like childhood friends, and we've been making music as a two-piece for a really long time. And then, last time we saw you, we were doing like the instrumental thing and a lot more like experimental. And then it's like I kind of wanted to write some like poppier songs or some punk type of stuff and like add in some more of that like conventional structure to it. So we hit up Rob, who's also like a semi-childhood friend.
Yeah,
I mean, we met when
much.
we were like, like probably 10 plus years ago when he was playing in like, what your screamo punk music and stuff.
I was playing in a band called Cadence Fox for years and years, and we always were having shows together.
Another weird two-piece band.
Yeah, another weird
Yeah,
two-piece band making noise. So met through playing a ton of shows together.
Yeah, I just knew that we were probably like kindred spirits in terms of like some of our music tendencies and stuff like that, which I think it's worked out pretty well. We've been jamming together for like a couple of years now.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Progress is slow, but it's progress. So
Yeah, for sure. And we're all old guys.
Yeah.
Now, dude. We're all 30 plus. So.
Geriatric emo.
It's dad rock at this point.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I was like, like I'm 33. I was like, if I'm gonna write an emo album, I gotta do it now because it's gonna get creepy if I like 10 years
Totally.
from now. So
Elder emo.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
And we should mention you guys are from DeKalb here. You guys grew up in DeKalb, is that correct?
We both went to high school in DeKalb.
I mean, I've been here since I was like 4.
Yeah, I came out from like the city. I moved around a lot when I was a kid, but I moved out here in high school, like right before high school started. And and then Kelsey played music first, and then I wanted to hang out with all the cool music kids. They weren't actually.
All of us
cool,
were in a band, and Christian hadn't learned an instrument yet, so he picked up a guitar.
a bunch of like amateur punk bands and stuff. So when we were kids.
And Rob, what about you? You're from DeKalb also? You've known these guys for a while?
Yeah, I've been a lot of the shows when we were coming up. I lived in St. Charles in high school and stuff, and that's really when I started playing music. And most of the shows were in DeKalb, so I was always in DeKalb. Met a ton of people through music out here. So I wouldn't call myself from DeKalb, but it kind of feels like it almost,
And talk a little bit about joining up with these guys. What was that like, kind of joining up with a duo that's been together for so long? They've got their chemistry and everything. Tell us a little bit about joining up with the group.
Well, I was always a fan of their music, so when Christian hit me up, it was a no-brainer for me. It just sounded so fun, and it has been. It's been really cool.
Sounds like a pretty seamless kind of melding.
And
you also have a background in kind of punk and math rock too. That's what you've primarily.
Yeah, I would say we all share the same kind of musical influences and likes and all
Very
that
niche.
stuff.
Yeah. Niche musical interest for sure.
If most people don't like it, we do.
Yeah, but that makes it even more satisfying. It's definitely.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It just works out perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. And talking more about how the sound has kind of evolved now with, adding bass, and then talk a little bit about adding vocals for the first time. Christian, what was that like?
It was cool. Like I've messed around with vocals like in the past for some stuff, but like I kind of didn't try it for like a handful of years, and just felt right to do it. I kind of just follow whatever my instincts tell me. Is like I want to write some vocal oriented songs. Sure, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm by no means a singer, but I don't know. The nice thing about punk music to me is like you don't really have to be that great a singer. It's just like whatever you got.
Yeah,
yeah.
that is true.
So I definitely want to add vocals in as like a texture to the whole thing, and then like adding the bass in definitely helped us. It's definitely because it's been me and Kelsey for for a super long time, just like guitar and drums. You know, that adding in another, you know, musician definitely has like made me better and definitely made the music develop in ways that, you know, I wouldn't, like me and Kelsey wouldn't have thought of on our own. So, you know, like adding you, Rob, it was like, you know, we came up with all these like jams and stuff, and we've been doing a lot more expanding like the sound a lot more, which is really cool. You know, I've enjoyed that part of it for sure. Other people bounce ideas off of, you know.
For sure.
I also think it's made the music a little bit more accessible too, because we've added more grooves with being able to use drums and bass together and kind of pull apart from each other for certain choruses or certain verses and come back together. And adding the vocals on top of that just makes it seem more like more of like a normal band.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Which is something we've never really done.
So yeah, like a little less experimental. I remember you guys in the past really like a lot of, you know, tempo changes, starts and stops, time signature changes, some super complex stuff.
Yeah, we've definitely pared things down. No more like, you know, 5, 7, 9-minute songs. It's more like
There's a couple.
we gotta spread our wings sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. It's cool to have a little bit more of the conventional stuff, and then like, you know, they're fun to play. They're fun songs to play. We've been working on them for a while, and you know, we're doing this. We're recording all of them right now, so we're just kind of about to like figure out the vocals, and like right now I'm just doing the vocals, but you know, we'll probably figure out some like more you know, layered vocal stuff, you know, with the other two guys here. So I don't know, we're looking forward to that part of it too. You know, it's been a pretty fun creative process there.
Even though you're saying, you know, like you guys are kind of simplifying
right.
a little bit, these are far from being like verse chorus.
Simple for all of us is probably like
It's just
annoying for everyone
yeah,
else.
just like sweet riffs too much.
Gotta have riffs.
We've got plenty more riffs coming up from Coach this hour. You are hearing from our interview with the band here on Sessions from Studio A. And let's get back into the music with another one from their set. This one's titled Heron. It's Coach, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Hey!
Coach, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. You can find more from the band on streaming services and on their Facebook page, Coach Band. They're also on Bandcamp under their record label, Reader Advisor Records. You can find music from them over there as well and download that. Stay tuned with us here on Sessions from Studio A. We'll be right back after the short break with more music and more from our interview with Coach. Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with Coach from right here in DeKalb. We've been hearing live recordings and talking with band members this hour. You can check out behind-the-scenes video from the performance over on WNIJ.org, along with this full episode, and on our YouTube channel. Here's another new one from the band that draws from their Midwest emo and math rock influences. This is Coach with Stable Genius, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. Coach, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A. We're hearing new songs from them this hour as they get ready for the recording and release of a new album. They have music out right now on streaming services, and you can check out their last album, Variations on a Theme. That's available over on Bandcamp for a free download on readeradvisorrecords.bandcamp.com. Let's keep the music going with another one from Coach here on Sessions from Studio A. This is Picture So Nice You Jump Right In.
Hey!
recorded live on sessions from Studio A. The band is Christian Conlon on guitar and vocals, Kelsey Silver on drums, and Rob Poznansky on bass. Rob also runs an independent record label called Reader Advisor Records. You can find the band's album on their Bandcamp page, readeradvisorrecords.bandcamp.com. And coming up after the short break, we'll talk more with them about the new record that's in the works, and we'll talk about Rob's record label, Reader Advisor Records. Stay tuned for more coming up from Coach here on Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt, and you've been hearing live recordings and our conversation with Coach. We're hearing new unreleased songs from the band this hour, and in just a little bit we'll talk with them more about recording these for an upcoming new album. First, let's get back into the music with another one from their live recording in Studio A. This is Every Day Forever. It's Coach on Sessions from Studio A. So you guys have a self-titled album that's out on Bandcamp. You put out a few years back, and you have this new batch of songs now. So, what can you tell us about plans for a new Coach album? Is there any plans for that coming soon?
For sure, yeah. Within the next few months, I think we're trying to finish up recording the batch that we just played. So we definitely want to have that as a package and out into the world.
Yeah, probably do some kind of physical release. I've run a small DIY label, so we'll do something. We didn't really discuss too much into that, but it'll be on Spotify and all that good stuff.
Cool.
And
yeah, Rob was thankfully more fluent in I think recording stuff and a little bit of that end of it. Me and Kelsey are pretty clueless as far as some of that goes. But so he recorded it. We did it all at my house.
Oh, cool.
DIY style.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's coming out pretty well. So we're excited to have this stuff ready to go. We've been working on it for a little while now. So. The songs are pretty locked in, I would say.
Yep.
We do have an album we released last year on Spotify called Variations on a Theme.
Oh, yeah, that was the songs we played.
Yeah, and that's what we played last time, and we got it recorded from our friend Joey. So if you want to listen to that, it's on Spotify as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, what's that? What's the name of your label?
Reader Advisor Records. Check it out online. There's all sorts of, and I do focus on, it's all people I've known throughout my life. I release their music. So it's all very localized, like Chicago, Illinois, or DeKalb, but wherever. It's people I know.
Homies,
And
for sure.
And it's an eclectic group of albums for sure.
Yeah, there's some wild stuff on there for sure, yeah.
So
Reader Advisor Records, love it. And is there a tentative title to the new album yet, or is that in the works still?
Yeah, I was gonna name we kind of just started doing the song names and the album title, which we're so bad at, until the very last minute. But the name of the album is gonna be Family Values. So I think that well, for me personally, a lot of the songs were written associated with I'm a dad now. I got grown-up responsibilities and whatnot, and I think I like in a lot of ways in the last couple of years I've had to structure my life more with a devotion to my family. I got 2 kids, I got it's weird growing up and getting old, man. That's a trip. So but definitely that's what I kind of associate the title with. And the Limp Bizkit tour, I think.
yeah, there you go.
Family
Don't forget LB.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier about when you listen to your music and it puts you back to that place, though. It's this kind of reflecting,
For
where
sure.
you're at
I
in
think
life right
especially
now.
with the lyric stuff, I'll have when it was just instrumental, that stuff all means something to me, but I think putting words to things kind of helps solidify it as the diary type of running journal that you got as you go through your life.
And so it'll be out this year, probably in the next few months, it sounds like.
Gosh, I hope so.
We'll make it happen.
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Well,
sometime in the summer.
Probably. Let's say summer tentatively.
Yeah,
Cool.
we did all the instruments are done. We got do vocals and then
Mixing, mastering, and then
Cool.
a little bit more mastering
So
to do.
we'll say this year, and
yeah,
where's the best place people can find that, and then also follow you to keep up with that release and any other Coach news?
Yeah, I think our Coach, our page on Spotify, if people want to listen to our last release, which is probably one of our more most polished things.
Yeah.
They can just search up Coach on Spotify. Or there's the I think Coach Band Illinois at Bandcamp is our Bandcamp page that's got some of our older releases. We probably got 3 or 4 albums on there. So we've been around making a lot of music for a while now, and I don't plan on changing that. So
Yeah, again, that's Coach Illinois.bandcamp.com for our albums on there, and then you can find us on Spotify under Coach with the album variations on a theme.
Yeah, and all that stuff's available on my label page as well. So
Yeah.
multiple ways
Cool.
to get to it.
Can they find the label on Bandcamp, or do you have a website for that?
Yeah, so it's just readeradvisorrecords.bandcamp.com.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, Coach, I'm super excited for the new album. Love these new songs, and thanks again for coming out and playing in Studio A today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
recorded live in WNIJ's Studio A. That will bring an end to our show for this week. Thanks so much to the band for talking with us and performing, and to you for listening in. Find more from them on Spotify and on Bandcamp. Also check out Reader Advisor Records, Rob's label, on Bandcamp as well. And behind-the-scenes video from their session is posted on WNIJ.org along with this full episode. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University. Producers are yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knopfsker. Production intern is Royce Pataris. I'm Spencer Tritt, and thanks for joining me this week on Sessions from Studio A.